Hello everybody and welcome to another Minecraft Bedrock tutorial. Yay! 2 weeks ago I released a video on an Armour Stand Wave Machine. Oh no, not again. No, an Armour Stand Wave Machine. I can't believe I just rehashed the same joke. It's terrible. Anyway, I had a comment on that video from someone called Mason Lamb David Leader MS bracket 1544 close bracket. That's a catchy name. Anyway, he said, Bowtie, make a concrete wave machine tutorial please. And I thought that was a fantastic idea. So that's exactly what we have today. Just before we get into this video, I just want to say full design credit goes to the ultimate spoon himself, Mumbo Jumbo. Okay? So I haven't copied his Redstone though because he built it in Java, this is Bedrock, and I don't think he even did a tutorial on it. Not that I'm aware anyway. So, no I haven't copied him, but full design credit goes to Mumbo Jumbo. Okay, on with the video. So here are our wave machines. Now the one we did 2 weeks ago is over here. Now this one makes a very nice wave, nothing wrong with this, but it just pales into insignificance when compared with this design. I mean, I like this design, but I love this design. It's fantastic. Now, I can't wait to show you it working. If we just press this button here, as you can see, all of our concrete gets fired up and it looks fantastic. And of course we can make it into a proper wave by flicking the lever, and now the wave continues. Like a loop. Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it? Now, just a small disclaimer, if you're going to build this in survival, this is an extremely expensive build. It uses a ton of obsidian and a ton of slime blocks and sticky pistons and things like that. But if you're building it in creative, just do it. It's fantastic. Now, if we want to finish this wave, all we have to do is flick the lever once more. And as you see, everything gets reset. Perfect. Okay. Oh, it's just so good. Let's go on with this tutorial. Now, because this build is expandable, basically you can make it as small as you like or as big as you like. I obviously don't know how many blocks you're going to need to make this, but I can tell you, you are going to need some sticky pistons, regular pistons, one observer, some redstone repeaters, redstone dust, obsidian, slime blocks, one lever, one button, some blocks for your decoration, and some blocks for redstone to go on. Okay, to start this build, what I want you to do is to build a square or a rectangle like this. Now, it doesn't matter what size. I've done 17 by 17, but honestly, you can build it as small or as large as you want because the redstone literally just follows along and it's really easy to expand or to make smaller. But what's more important is that you have holes in it like this. So we have a hole, space, hole, space, hole. Just make sure they're all only one block apart. Okay? Now, come over to the bottom right section over here and place a block in the space like that. And come down 1, 2, and place a slime block underneath that block. Move these 3, and place a block here, and one more, and remove the middle one. Then place a sticky piston facing upward there. Then place a block here, and what we want to do is place a line of blocks until we get to the last hole. So with the last hole here, that's our last block, okay? So perfectly in line. And we want to do the same on this side. So until the last hole, which should be about there. Oh, I was one block off. There we are. Okay, now come over here. And we don't want a line here, but we want a line here, 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 and here. Basically, again, all along until the last hole. So we can just line it up with this line here. So all along like this. Okay, now from this block here, we want a repeater, like this. Then a block, repeater, block, and keep going like this. Okay, now from these blocks, going this way, we want again, repeater, block, repeater, block. I personally find it easier just to place in all the repeaters first. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, and then in between them, we have the blocks. before we continue, just make sure all your repeaters are on 1 tick. Now, on top of these blocks, we want a sticky piston facing upward on every single one. Okay, now on every sticky piston, we want a slime block. Okay, like that. And then the last thing we want to do on this section is just remove the blocks underneath these ones because they're not needed. And don't do what I just did there and remove the repeater. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is place in the regular pistons which are going to hold our concrete in place. So what I want you to do is on every right side of every hole, we want a piston facing inward like this. So literally every hole we want to place a piston behind. All along this way and all along this way. Every single hole we want a piston facing inward like that, okay? Every single one. Okay, like that. Now, after you've done that, all I want you to do is place one bit of obsidian underneath every single one of these regular pistons. Okay, like that. Now you can see here what I mean about it being infinitely expandable, because if we even have a rectangle which is really long, all we have to do is literally just copy what we're doing here and just keep going. But of course that's going to take you quite a bit of time, like this one did over here for me. Okay, now what we want to do is come over to this right hand side piston again, place a block here and have a line going all the way like this until we reach the last piston. Then we place an obsidian here, 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 oops, here and here. And remove the blocks in between, like that. Okay, now from this block we want a repeater like this, and on every one of these obsidian we want a repeater on 1 tick. Okay, like that. Then underneath this second block here we want another block here, one down, move that block and dust. Block here, one down, move, dust. So every single one like that, apart from the first one. So block, block, move, dust. Block here, block down, move, dust, and carry on. Okay, now that you've done that, what I want you to do is come over to this far side. Sorry, I've just lost myself. On the right side still, what I want you to do is place a block here, all along these. Okay, and one out on every single one. And what I want you to do is a line of blocks all along. So from these all the way down until we reach the last obsidian, okay? On every single one. This will make sense in a minute. Don't worry. There's a method to my madness, I think. Okay. Now coming in here, we want to place a repeater in between every one of these obsidian. So coming from this side, we want a repeater going toward the back on every one of these blocks, apart from the ones in the middle, which we can just remove, like this. So repeater, remove, repeater, remove, repeater, remove. If we don't remove them, thing is going to get broken because these slime blocks are going to try and move the blocks, and it's just going to get a bit messy, okay? So just make sure you do remove them. Okay, like that. Okay, now we have to wire it up so both the top and the bottom work together. So what I want you to do is come over again to this right hand side, place a block here, one down, move that block, place a torch here, and a torch here. Now all of our pistons should extend. Just check that they all do. Okay. Now underneath this block we want a sticky piston facing this way, and then an observer here. Block here, one down, one to the left, one to the right, move that block, and a repeater here on 2 ticks. Then a block here, one to the right, move that block, and dust here. And then we just place a button here, and we're completely done. Now, if we don't want the loop system, which I'll show you in a second, you are completely done. So if we press this button, everything should happen in order. So we can literally just place in our concrete powder. So I've chosen the colours I want to use already. Okay, and so what you want to do is just put them in whatever pattern you like, but I like to do it so it happens in order like this. Okay, because this one fires first, then these 2, then these 3, then these 4, then these 5, and it carries on like that. Okay, now just before we give it a quick test, just make sure all your repeaters are all on 1 tick delay, okay? So every repeater is on 1 tick, and all of our pistons are extended. Okay, now the moment of truth. Shall we have a drum roll? Drum roll, please. Ready? Press the button. Look at that. Beautiful. So all we have to do now is just to wire up the looping system, and you're completely done. Okay, just to finish off this build, what we want to do is add the looping system. Looping system. So what we want to do is place a block here and have a repeater on it on 1 tick delay. Block here, 1 up and 1 here. Dust on both of these. Then from this block we want to place in 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 1 up. Repeater here on 4 ticks. And then 3 more, again, all on 4 tick delay. Place a block here, 1 up, and then a decoration block. Remove these 2, and have a sticky piston facing downward. A lever here, and we can retract that block for now. Then a line of blocks like this. Okay, we can remove that block. Have a repeater going in toward this block on 2 ticks. Repeater here on 2 ticks. 1 here on 2 ticks, and then 1 here on 4 tick delay, and then dust here. Then we can grab some glass, place it here, dust, block, and a button. So we don't need this little glass or this redstone dust here. It's just that I want a button here because then it's in line with the flooring. Okay, before we test it on the loop, what I want you just to check is that this repeater down here is on 2 tick delay. If you have put it on 1 tick delay, it will work on a single pulse, but as soon as you do a loop, it will break. Okay, so just make sure that repeater is on 2 ticks and we can remove that button. Okay. So now to give it a quick test. So press the button for 1 cycle. Perfect. Then flick the lever. Now press the button. And we should have our loop. Look at that. Working perfectly. Then when we're done, just flick the lever off. Like that. Now like I said before, if you want to make this bigger, all you have to do is literally just copy what we have here as long as you want or as wide as you want. But honestly, it does take a little bit of time. Like that one just took me forever. And sadly, this is the end of the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video or like this design, please give us a like. And if you really loved it, of course, make sure you subscribe with that wonderful subscribe button for more awesome content. Anyway, I will catch you all guys in the next one, and I'll see you later. Bye!